In this video, I'm going to teach you how to find the number of neutrons with guided questions and some fun fact for your knowledge. After watching this video, you'll be able to complete your assignment and get an A for the upcoming chemistry exam. So how do you find the number of neutrons? There are two important numbers you have to know in the periodic table. The first one is the proton number, and the second one, the relative atomic mass. So how do you find the number of neutrons? Simply take the relative atomic mass, subtract it with the proton number, and you will get the number of neutrons. Let us take copper for example. The relative atomic mass is 64 and the proton number is 29. Take 64, subtract it with 29, and you will get the number of neutrons is equal to 35. Let us look at more examples. So in the exam, this is an example of question that you will see in the question paper. So before doing these questions, there are two things you have to know. Firstly, atoms are neutral. So the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons. Secondly, you can find the number of protons from the periodic table if you know the chemical symbols. So let us look at the questions now. For chemical symbol sodium, Na, you will know the proton number is 11 and the number of protons is also 11. So simply take the relative atomic mass, which is the mass number, subtract it with 11, and you will get the number of neutrons, 12. Okay, so for magnesium, simple. Number of protons is equal to 12 and the number of neutrons, take 24, subtract it with 12, and you will get 12. So as magnesium is neutral, number of electrons is equal to number of protons. The number of electrons is also equals to 12. Okay, let us look at the second topic. So do you know atoms of the same element can have different number of neutrons? When this happens, these atoms are known as isotopes. So isotopes are atoms of the same element with same number of protons but different number of neutrons. So let us look at the guided questions too. So if you look at this table, you will realize there are 4 atoms A, B, C, and D. But isotopes are same number of protons but different number of neutrons. So isotopes B and C have the same proton number of 19. So they are isotopes. So next, do you want to know some fun facts about the number of neutrons in the periodic table? If you are a nerd like me and you look at the periodic tables many times, you will realize that the relative atomic mass of chlorine atoms is actually 35.5. It is not a whole number. So why is this so? In the real world, chlorine has actually 25 different isotopes with a mass ranging from 28 to 52. So with the relative atomic mass of 28, for the isotope chlorine 28, the number of neutrons is simple. Take 28, subtract it with proton number 17, and you will get the number of neutrons of 11. So in the real world, even though there are 25 different isotopes, only 2 of them are stable. They are chlorine 35 and chlorine 37. They exist in different percentage, giving chlorine an atomic mass of 35.5. So if I'm a teacher and they are evil enough, they will give you this question in your exam. Why chlorine has a relative atomic mass of 35.5? If you see this question in your exam, you do not need to panic. You just need to write this in your answer. This is because chlorine has 2 different isotopes, chlorine 35 and chlorine 37, which have different number of neutrons, have hence different atomic mass. You do not need to remember the actual proportion. So if you have learned something from this video, please click like, follow, and subscribe for our next exciting video. Thank you.